Good morning, children. How are you all doing? Hope you all are fit and fine at home. Let's continue with the supplementary reader, An Alien Hand. Children, have you ever found yourself in a situation in which what happened was the opposite of what you expected? Let's read a number of such situations in the story. So we have The Cop and the Anthem by O. Henry. Before we move on with the part 3 of the story, let's do the recapitulation first. Soapy is a homeless, jobless man. Winter is fast approaching, and Soapy must have a place to stay. And he comes to a decision at last and is trying to go to jail so he can be fed and live comfortable in the winter time than on the streets. For that, he does his best to be on the wrong side of the law. He tries 3 tricks, but all in vain. And the fear that no cop will ever catch him makes him sick at heart, which means not happy. So, as we know that Soapy made many attempts to get arrested, but his luck failed not twice but thrice. After that, Soapy started moving again, and he visited there to the posh theater of the city. And there, the streets, are brighter and hearts are, more joyful than in other parts. And at the same time, there was, sudden fear in Soapy that no cop was going to arrest him. Then he came to another cop standing in front of a big theater. He thought of something else to try. He began to shout as if he had too much to drink. His voice was as loud as he could make it. He danced. He cried out. And the cop turned his back to Soapy and said to a man standing near him, "It's one of those college boys. He won't hurt anything. We have orders to let them shout." Soapy was quiet. Was no cop going to touch him? He began to think of the island as if it were as far away as a star. So, children, here we can see the use of simile. Okay, in the indirect comparison way, the island has been compared with a star, so it's as far as a star. Understood? After that, he pulled his thin coat around him. The wind was very cold. So here, Soapy began to shout as if he had drunk too much, and he danced and cried out. The cop ignored him, taking him for, some noisy college boy. And his dream of going to the prison failed again. Then he saw a man in a shop buying a newspaper. The man's umbrella stood beside the door. Soapy stepped inside the shop, means entered the shop, took the umbrella, and walked slowly away. The man followed him quickly. "My umbrella," he said. "Oh, is it?" said Soapy. "Why don't you call a cop? I took it. Your umbrella. Why don't you call a cop? There's one standing at the corner." The man walked more slowly. Soapy did the same. So here we can see Soapy stole a man's umbrella kept beside a shop door. The owner, means the man, followed him quickly, and Soapy was very desperate to get arrested. So he pointed out to the standing cop also at the corner to be called by the man. But he had a feeling that he was going to fail again. The cop looked at the two men. "I," said the umbrella man. "That is, you know how these things happen. If that's your umbrella, I am very sorry. I found it this morning in a restaurant. If you say it's yours, I hope you will." "It's mine," cried Soapy. with anger in his voice. The umbrella man hurried away, means went away fast from there. The cop helped a lady across the street. Soapy walked east. He threw the umbrella as far as he could throw it. He talked to himself about cops and what he thought of them because he wished to be arrested and they seemed to believe he was like a king who could do no wrong. So luckily it was a stolen umbrella. Soapy took it, okay, and the man could neither claim it nor send Soapy to prison. At past, Soapy came to one of the quiet streets on the side of the city. He turned here and began to walk south toward Madison Square. He was going home. Although home was only a seat in a park, but at a very quiet corner, Soapy stopped. Here was his old childhood home. Through one window, he could see a soft light shining. That had been his living room, where he had spent many happy, peaceful moments. Sweet music came to Soapy's ears and seemed to hold him there. So Soapy at last came to a quiet street and he stopped at his old childhood home, where he could see a soft light shining that had been his living room. And there Soapy could hear sweet music which was coming from that home. And the music was so soothing to the ears that it held him there. And do you know what, children? The title of the story, the anthem, suggests this sweet music only because anthem means a song of celebration. The moon was above, peaceful and bright. Means it was quiet, okay? There were few people passing. He could hear birds high above him, and the music that came from the room held Soapy there, for he had known it well long ago. In those days, his life contained, such things as mothers and flowers and high hopes and friends and clean thoughts and clean clothes. There was a sudden and wonderful change in his soul. Means there was quick and surprising change in his soul. So when Soapy heard the music which he had, known it since his childhood, so after hearing the music, means the anthem, there was a sudden change in his soul, and he started remembering his past life, which was full of happiness. Means his family, friends, high hopes, and everything clean. So we can say that the sweet music means the anthem revived his love for a decent life. He saw with sick fear how he had fallen. Means in a very scary manner, he was looking at himself for ruining his own life. He saw his worthless days, means meaningless days also. His wrong desires, means wishes. His dead hopes, means useless hopes. The lost power of his mind, means being unconscious. And also, in a moment, his heart answered his change in his soul. He would fight to change his life. He would pull himself up, means try to improve himself. Out of the mud, means from that dirt. He would make a man of himself again. Means he wanted to become something in life. There was time. He was young enough. He would find his old purpose in life. Purpose means aim in life, and follow it. That sweet music had changed him. Tomorrow he would find work. A man had once offered him a job. He would find that man tomorrow. He would be somebody in the world. Means somebody means an important fellow. Okay? He would. Then suddenly Soapy felt a hand on his arm. So when he was thinking of becoming somebody, so all of a sudden he felt something. He looked quickly around into the broad face of a cop. What are you doing hanging around here? Means roaming and waiting here? Asked the cop. Nothing, said Soapy. You think I believe that? Said the cop, full of his new strength. Means with full power, Soapy began to argue, means to protest. Okay? And it is not wise to argue with a New York cop. Then what? Come along, said the cop. 3 months prison on Blackwell's Island, said the judge to Soapy next morning. So, when Soapy decided to pull himself out of the mud and get a job, soon there came a cop who arrested him for hanging around there. And then, next morning, the judge sent Soapy to prison on Blackwell's Island for 3 months. So, children, this was irony in Soapy's life, as he tried to get arrested but was let off. And when he decided to be honest, then he was arrested. So I hope that you all enjoyed this story and be careful of what you wish for. Take care, you all, and thank you all for watching.